Thank you for joining us for the 2-minute drills. I'm Aram Allegiance, San Gabriel Valley Newspaper Group football writer, joined by Fred Robledo, the San Gabriel Valley Tribune Prep Sports editor. Freddie, Week 10 is here. League championships are here. A big one going on in the Montview League. This is awesome, man. The two rivals are going to meet it up. What can you say about this? Azusa 6-3, 6-0 in league, all 6 wins in league. That is against La Puente, 9-0. Freddie, 9-0, La Puente in Week 10. And they are obviously 6-0 in league. This is at Citrus College on Thursday night. The big man will be there. The photog will be there.
Yeah, that's our game of the week. And from a historical perspective, Aaron, think about it. Joe Scherf at Azusa has never lost a league game. They've won 25 straight since he's took over. La Puente on the other side, they're 9-0. This is their best start in school history. They've already 9 wins, is the most the school has ever had, and they're the only team in the area undefeated going into Week 10 with a chance to be perfect.
Yeah.
Grab one of those top 4 seeds in the Mid-Valley Division. I can't think, we have, like you said, there's 4 big championship games on Friday, but when you think of these two teams and the undefeated and the winning streak, this is the game of the week.
Yeah, Freddie, I was thinking about this. We haven't seen the CIF polls for this week, obviously, yet, but if La Puente wins and they're 10-0, they got to be a top 4 seed.
Oh, yeah, they're
they're not right now. They weren't.
Monrovia's in there, but they'll get one of those seeds. They would jump.
I think Alhambra.
Sure.
Well, I'm not sure if Alhambra. Anyways, they will deserve that.
10-0 deserves a seed. Especially if they beat Azusa.
Right, to say the least. Now the question is, can they beat Azusa now? Because Freddie, La Puente, that win over El Monte in the non-league looks better and better every day, right? Because El Monte's 7-2 and they're playing for a league championship. So you can't say that they played necessarily a very awful or soft non-league schedule. Maybe it was, but they do have that win over El Monte. But the difference is Azusa, they played a really rugged non-league schedule. They played Maranatha, San Dimas, I think Don Lugo.
They lost their first 3 games before they went in this.
Yeah, but this was Joe Scherf's plan.
Yeah. They lost their first 3 games. But look, if you look in league at what La Puente and Duarte and Azusa have done, Azusa's been just a little stronger, just like they always have. They've won these games just a little bit more convincingly. Now, I didn't see La Puente's win, obviously, over Duarte this past week.
There's a caveat. Nick Barrientos, La Puente's best player, the running back, he was injured for some of that. And he was back last week, and he scored like 4 touchdowns.
And I saw him. He was there when they played El Monte earlier in the year.
He's a stud.
The game I go back to, because I saw Azusa play Duarte, and obviously I saw the score, La Puente ripping through Duarte. Azusa ripped him. That was a game that I remember, it was a close game at half, but Azusa could have ripped. Everything imaginable went bad for them to keep that game close. They look really good, and the one guy I'm going to keep coming back to that I think is going to be the difference maker, because I think you're going to look for that one guy's going to make a difference. It's Desmond Reed.
He's back?
He's back.
He's eligible?
Yeah. He's not the Temple City Desmond Reed.
Not the USC Desmond Reed?
USC. Not the former Syracuse 2-time player of the year.
Right.
But he's Azusa's man right now.
And he's making a name for himself.
He leads the area in touchdowns right now.
Yeah, he's having a heck of a
touchdowns.
season.
He's got like 25, 26.
Yeah.
And, he's when they give him the ball and they lean on him, the guy's really shifty and he's tough. And I think that there's one guy La Puente's going to have a lot of problems with. It's going to be Reed. I really do.
Oh, well, yeah, just his speed. I think Jake Martinez, the QB for Azusa, might pose some problems too. Now, Fred, before we get into picking this game, or no, let's get right into it. Let's pick this game. Who do you got? Who's going to win the league title?
All right, we're going to right into it?
Yeah.
I like Azusa. I like the winning streak. I like Joe Scherf. I like them at home. And like I said before, I like teams that expect to win compared to teams that are trying to win. And that's the difference here. I think Azusa knows they're the defending league champs. They lost those 3 games for a reason. And this is where they're going to prove that those 3 games help. You always ask, why do you play those games, those step-up games like that, Airman? But Azusa played.
Well,
it's supposedly to help you towards the end of the year. So you see playoff caliber teams. In previous years, they'd get to the playoffs and they would never see a team like a San Dimas or even a Maranatha this year.
Or a Village Christian.
But they've gone through that.
That's what happened. Last year, Fred, they were 10-0. They were the number 1 seed in the division. They hosted Village Christian, who was not the 16th best team.
And that was a very good Azusa team that was killing everybody.
Yes, and that Azusa team shot itself in the foot. Let's be honest. That Village Christian game, it wasn't like that they lost, they got blown out, they got exposed. They did a lot of things wrong. Fake punts, things went awry in that first half for them. But it was the first time they had been kind of on the field with a team that could hit them in the mouth. Yeah. So Scherf decided, hey man, we'll take our lumps in the preseason this year, because we are not going to go into a game like Thursdays against La Puente or a first round game not knowing what it feels like to get our nose.
That's why I bring that up, and I like that, because I think at this point, this is when it starts to pay off. And La Puente, outside of that game against El Monte, they really haven't been tested except
Right.
for that game at home.
Right.
So this is their first time really going to big against
Right.
someone of this caliber.
Right. Now-
And I love Brandon Rohr
Yeah.
because I think those guys, those players
Jake
respond
Crook.
to him. And
Yeah.
Jake Cripp.
Yeah.
I think that those players have responded to what they do, and he's such a good coach.
Yeah.
It's
They
not
got a great
surprise
staff there
through the
going in.
situation. The kids are playing hard for him. I think it's going to be
Yeah.
a great game. Just because I'm picking Azusa doesn't mean I think Azusa is going to run away with it. This is going to be a fourth quarter football game. I guarantee it. I guarantee with about 6 or 7 minutes left, this game is going to be in question.
you think-
and I think Azusa is going to pull it out.
You think Aurora is happy that he stayed? La
I think
Puente
right
pulled
now
his
he
name
is.
out of the
I think
Glendora
right
hat?
now he is.
Yeah, okay, but Freddie, I'm surprised that you're picking La Puente though, or Azusa,
Azusa.
because in October, Fred, you wrote the following on your blog. Let's be clear: the Warriors, not the Aztecs, are the Montview League favorites.
Yeah.
And now you're picking Azusa.
And I felt that way at the time. Well, I thought Bishamont was the #1 team in the Valley at that time too. And I think I'm
What are you saying, man?
Kind of
Seasons
changing my
change?
tune right now. You talk about the miracle of all miracles.
Wow. Okay, so Fred's back on the Azusa bandwagon. I'm picking Azusa for those same reasons, Freddie. But I'm expecting a very good game out there. I'm sure you
I
are
think
too.
it's going to be a great game.
It's going to be awesome.
He's
These two
very
teams,
capable of winning that game.
these two communities, these two teams, they like to get after it. I imagine it's going to be a great scene out there at Citrus College on Thursday night. We both have Azusa. That's the Montview League Championship. Get out to Citrus and enjoy that one. Thank you for watching.